After our adventures on the Miyajima ropeway, we took our time strolling back through Momiji-dani Park. We'd had to rush through to get to the top of Mount Misen before the last trip back down, so it was really lovely to see all the animals and the beautiful landscaping. The fire station was already open and prepping for the fire festival too. That extra time wandering meant we were a little too late to go into Itsukushima shrine, which was a shame as we'd timed it almost perfectly with the tide. But we found ourselves a quiet spot on a sandbank just near the shrine where we could watch the sunset behind the famous floating torii gate. I'll put a link to the time-lapse in the description below if you're interested in watching it. When darkness fell, we joined the crowd lining the road between the toll booth of the shrine and the stone torii gate toward the town centre. The Chinkasai Fire Festival happens in Miyajima every New Year's Eve, starting with a ritual inside Itsukushima Shrine where the priests light a purifying bonfire. Apparently the tradition used to be for the men of the village to run in and try to light their torches from the bonfire before anyone else. But what we saw was a very sedate procession from the shrine, with priests carrying small torches out to the men waiting near the torii gate. After a little while we started to hear rhythmic chanting coming towards us. We later found out the chant was "Taimatsu, yoi yoi," which roughly translates as "torch light, good, good." The huge wooden torches we'd seen earlier in the day when we were having lunch were now blazing and being hoisted around by teams of men in different colours. I think the the idea might be that they're showing mastery over the flames, so that means their homes should be safe from rogue fires throughout the year. There were even a few younger boys carrying smaller torches with their dads, elders. And some of the locals had tiny torches they were trying to light from the big ones, so they could take the sacred fire home with them. Tradition would have them cook a special New Year's dish with the flame. There was a fair amount of pushing and shoving while this was going on. The pom-pom on my hat got a bit singed. Each group marched up and down the road several times, chanting all the way, and after about an hour we'd made our way through the crowds to the Torii Gate end of proceedings, just in time to see how the torches were put out. I managed to get splashed when there was a bit of a tussle between one of the teams and the firefighters. I'm still not sure if it was serious or all just part of the show. With the flames safely out, people gathered ashes to take home as fire prevention charms. We went in search of food, which was actually really hard to find. If we were staying on the island overnight, we could have waited for the stalls to open up again at midnight, but they were mostly closed at, I think this was about 8 o'clock. Pete and I had a little squid snack, but the vegetarians had to go hungry until we made it back to Miyajima on the ferry. Next time, we have to go to the police station, get well lit, and have more adventures on the streets of Hiroshima.